This video is presented by Parr Plumbing and Heating, a proud supporter of the Stratford Warriors. Parr Plumbing is family owned and operated, providing the community with quality workmanship and service in new construction, renovations, or repairs in Perth, Huron County, and beyond. Book a service call at 519-272-0440 or email info@ntparplumbing.ca.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the historic William Allman Memorial Arena for Game 2 of the GOJHL's Western Conference semifinals between the Stratford Warriors and the visiting Chatham Maroons. Game 1 of the series was Wednesday night in Chatham and came with its share of controversy. The Maroons got out to a 5-1 lead with 5 left in the second, but the Warriors stormed back and made it 5-4. With 1:17 left in regulation, the Warriors thought they had tied the game, but the goal was disallowed due to the net being dislodged. Chatham held on to win Game 1 by just 1 goal. Tonight, as the Warriors try to tie up the series, they'll lean on the return of Jonas Schmidt. Schmidt, who missed the first 2 games of the first round, has 3 goals in as many games since his return and will skate on a line with Caden Long and Hunter Nagy tonight. In goal, the Warriors turn to their veteran, Carter McDougall. McDougall has been stellar in the playoffs, putting up a 203 goals against and a .929 save percentage. McDougall was pulled in Game 1, so he'll be looking to bounce back here in Game 2. The Chatham Maroons on the flip side were the highest scoring team in the GOJHL this regular season, and that offense has carried over to the playoffs. Their second line has been dominant in their 6 playoff games, and the centerpiece of that has been Dylan Richter. The 18-year-old forward has produced at a 2 points per game rate this postseason with 12 points in 6 games. He, along with Ian LaChance and Carter Chadwick, will try to carry their momentum into a hostile Allman environment tonight. In goal, trying to quiet that crowd, will be Gannon Hunter. The 17-year-old netminder has backstopped each of Chatham's playoff games so far to the tune of a 5-1 record. Tonight, a pivotal Game 2 goes to the Allman as Chatham tries to take a commanding lead in the series while Stratford looks to even up the playing field. LaChance is ready. Liam Campbell is ready. The Warriors are ready, and we're ready up top. It's the Maroons. It's the Warriors. It's Game 2 of the second round, and Puck Drop is next on 519 Sports. Kipper off the wall out to center. Cole Lewis looks for it. Sidesteps Bassick. Now Slattery in offside. A shot stopped by Hunter late. Now Bassick and Lewis getting into it. Correction, that's Truby and Lewis getting after the corner. Now Bassick and Lewis after each other. Truby on another man in the corner, and we're getting penalties on the play. A feisty start at the Allman. Campbell off the boards. Up towards Nagy. He missed it. Harding back to play it. 45 seconds left of the penalties here. Now a chance for the Warriors. Nagy a shot. Save made by Gannon Hunter, and he'll hold on. Bassick through the middle. Onto the blade of Truby. Truby over the blue line. Truby cutting to the net. Pass out front to shot, and they score. Chatham opens the scoring at 4-on-4. 2.5 minutes in. Truby fed it cross ice, and Richter finishes the job. Goal number 8 in the postseason. And Chatham's up 1-0. Nitre facing pressure. Truby spins and centers. That one cut by Nagy. Nagy chips it out to center, racing after it, Jonas Schmidt. Schmidt stops up, tries a pass in the direction of Long. It was cut by Nitre. Nitre out to center. Truby chasing after it. Here's a chance for the Maroons. Truby out front. Matheson! He scores! Great hustle by the Maroons as Truby gets his second assist of the night and finds Matheson out front, who had a wide open cage and buried it. It's 2-0 Maroons. Van Netten plays it ahead to Liam Campbell. Campbell tries to hit Connor Hunt in stride. Hunt cutting towards the goal. Hunt takes a shot. Save made by Carter McDougall, and he holds on. Now Burnham off the boards, taken back by Stratford. Here's Blake a shot. That one blocked. Rebound there, and they score! Aaron Green from the slot fires it home, and the Warriors are on the board. It's a 2-1 game midway through the first period. Facing pressure, here's Slattery over the blue line. Slattery flips it back to Cole Lewis in the slot. He loses possession. Chadwick now a pass for Richter. In he comes with LaChance, trying to gain numbers. LaChance sends a pass. Chadwick the trailer, he scores! Carter Chadwick! finds the back of the net, and the Maroons have 3 in the first period. It's 3-1 Chatham with 10:59 left in the frame. Caden Long starts the rush up ice for the Warriors. Long sends it on the far side to Nagy. It gets cut. Here's Truby the other way. Truby for Matheson. Matheson takes a big hit on the far boards. Maroons wanted a penalty. They're not going to get one. Chadwick loses possession of the puck. It'll come back to Lewis. Lewis takes a hit. Kipfer's got it. Kipfer over the blue line. Stops up. Kipfer takes a shot. Gannon Hunter makes the save, and he holds on as a big collision takes place down behind the net. It's Lewis and Chadwick getting into it. Off the face-off. Hodge at the line. Hodge cross-ice. Schmidt with space. Hunter got across and made the save to keep it a 3-1 game. Nitre gets stripped by Long. Schmidt after it. Here's Ferguson. Ferguson in the corner. Decked by Drew Hodge in the corner. Dying seconds, the penalty to Campbell. He's out of the box, back at 5-on-5. Schmidt loses possession. Warriors get it back. Here's a shot from Campbell. Rebound loose out front. They couldn't put it home. Now Liam Campbell on it for Chatham. Campbell over the blue line. Campbell cutting to the net. That one just goes wide. Off the face-off. Nagy, Campbell, now sent out to center. Here come the Maroons on a 2-on-1. LaChance for Chadwick. He gets stopped by McDougall. Big save by the Warriors netminder. Schmidt over the blue line. Now Long centers out front. Here's Nagy on the doorstep. Hunter kept him away. Now let's take a look at our 519 photographer, Josh Mayhew, as we kick off the third period, parked on the Chatham Maroons bench, snapping his pictures, always doing a great job, no matter the spot in which he's located, and we thank him for all of his great photos for 519 Sports this season. Gets cut off, it's Campbell. Campbell over the blue line, throws it towards the net, just misses. Now Hunt. Hunt, Campbell on the doorstep, couple of saves by McDougall. Penalty coming up here to Stratford. Richter throws it down below the goal line. Blake gives Richter a big hit in the corner. Richter slow to get to his feet. Blake getting into it with LaChance now as the two number 21s exchanging words. Neither guy dropping the gloves, but Richter down in the corner. Slow to get to his feet. Richter, who scored his 8th goal of the playoffs earlier in this game and has been dominant for the Maroons, is laboring quite a bit as he heads down to the Chatham dressing room. Out to center come the Warriors. Here's Hodge over the blue line. Hodge drops it back for Lewis. Cross ice a pass. Marshall couldn't get a shot away. It'll come back up to the line. A pass out front. Deflected just wide. After it, Matheson. Now up at the line. Hodge, a shot tipped on goal. Hunter got it, and he'll hold on. Lewis and Matheson exchanging words now. Near the Chatham net, the intensity certainly ramping up in this game. Now flipped out to center. Campbell speeding in on McDougall. McDougall will cover up as Campbell gets tied up by Wilson. Wilson gives him a shove. Wilson, a big body for Stratford. Not afraid to throw it around and challenge anybody who comes in the way of his 6'3", 210-pound frame. Gillis hit by Wilson. It'll come back to Green. Green sends a pass through center. Come the Warriors. Petrie loses it. It'll come back out to neutral ice. Wilson, his feed cut by Gillis. Brody Gillis coming in. Over to Connor Hunt. His shot. Loose puck in the crease, and they score! On the doorstep, it's Brody Gillis, and he finds the back of the net for the Maroons. They extend their lead to 4-1 and get a 3-goal cushion with 6:07 left in the third period. Lewis sends a pass. Here's a shot. What a response from Stratford. The Warriors reignite the Allman. It's Colin Slattery fighting the back of the net. Dangerous play. Here's Campbell, rips a shot, misses the net. Now Drayson Campbell, another try, tipped out front. Hunter dives at the loose puck, and he'll cover up to get a whistle. Long getting pushed around in front as he was searching for the rebound. Nagy in there as well. For Chase Smith now on it. Up the line, Maroons try to force it out. It's Connor Hunt racing in. Hunt in on McDougall. Hunt a shot. McDougall the save. Less than 2 minutes to go in regulation. The Warriors call a timeout, try to drop a play. They're down by 2 goals. They're looking for a pair to tie this game up. It's 4-2 Chatham down the stretch. Last minute of regulation. Campbell to Nagy. Now in deep, Hunter. Thought he was going to go for the empty net. Now Bassick off the glass. Out to center. Knocked down to the high stick. Here's Truby. He hits the empty net. And the Maroons extend the lead. It's 5-2 Chatham with 48 seconds left in the third period. And the Maroons are seconds away from taking a 2-0 series lead. And the high-flying Chatham Maroons, another 5-goal outburst in this series as they take this one on the road by a score of 5-2, taking a commanding 2-0 series lead. Noah Matheson, Dylan Richter, Sean Truby, Brody Gillis, and Carter Chadwick with the goals for Chatham as Gannon Hunter backstops his 6th win of the postseason.